I've had this Thule rack for about 13 years now, long before I had my pickup truck. Nowadays, I seem to drive by myself to meet up with my buddies for a ride. So for a couple of years now, I've been thinking about challenging myself to build a single rail hitch rack utilizing some of the components from my 2-bike extension sitting in the garage. I figured it would be a good excuse to get out in the shop and practice my TIG welding since I'm just learning. I removed a few of the components from my Thule rack, which we'll utilize in this build. I picked up this rear wheel cup from a company called RockyMounts. It was about 20 bucks online. Not a bad deal for that. I had this 2.5-inch tubing in the scrap pile, so we'll use this on the build. I have some 1-inch scrap, this 2-inch square tubing. I found these end caps online for about 7 bucks a piece, and we'll end up welding those on the end of the tubing just to give it a nice finished look. I have some solid rod which we'll put in the lathe, and we'll try to make a piece of tubing for this bolt on the rear wheel cup. So let's get started by cutting this 2.5-inch tubing to length, and then we'll move on from there. Now that our 2.5-inch tubing is trimmed to length, we need to trim this 2-inch tubing, which will act as our insert material. I did a little mock-up on the back of my truck, and I decided I wanted this face of this tubing to be about 6.25 inches away from the center line of this pinhole. So we'll use a 2.5-inch hole saw to trim that to length, and that'll give us a nice fit when we go to weld it up on this tubing. Next, we need to drill some holes in this 2.5-inch tubing. So I need to draw some reference lines along the length of the tubing just to try to keep things in the right orientation when I'm drilling the holes and then welding everything together. So after finding the circumference of this tubing, I divided that in half and just used a piece of grid paper to draw up a little template to give me 2 marks 180 degrees apart from each other. So let's go ahead and draw those lines on this tubing. Now with those 2 lines drawn, I can tack weld on a piece of angle iron, which will allow me to use my digital angle finder to be able to reference the orientation of the tubing throughout the project. So that'll get welded in. So I've got this piece of 1-inch tubing cut to length and slid into the 2.5-inch tubing. I had to drill a couple holes in it for this plastic piece that has roll pins in it that will hold it in place. And then our Thule arm will pivot on this plastic piece. I decided to scrap the idea of trying to use the plastic Thule front wheel holder and attempt to make something myself out of some 3/8-inch rod. The first piece of the front wheel holder is clamped in place. I used my digital angle finder. I zeroed that out on the tabletop just to make sure everything was square and this upper part was parallel with this tubing. Let's see if we can get that tacked in place without it moving too much, and then we'll move on to this rear piece of this 3/8-inch rod. I changed my mind on the design of this piece of straight square tubing, and I added in a 45-degree upsweep to lift that round tubing up about 2.5 inches. All right, we've got the parts we're going to use from the Thule rack. I got them washed and let them thoroughly dry. So now we can use some of this Wipe New just to freshen up the plastic and the metal, make it shine again, make it look good. This stuff does smell really bad when you're using it, so I'm going to go ahead and wear my respirator. Okay, once this dries, I'll be able to slide this plastic piece down, and then I'll be able to coat the upper part of this arm. Most people would probably prefer to powder coat this black, but I wanted it to stand out a little bit more and hope that people take a second look. I love how it turned out, and I can't wait to show it off at the trailhead. Thanks for watching.